Bentonville, Arkansas is the birthplace of Walmart, but it's also becoming known as a place to go biking. And Pam LeBlanc with Austin Travels joins us this morning, fresh off a pretty recent trip to bike up there. Pam, how you doing?
Yeah, Bentonville is super trendy among the cycling crowd these days. So I went up for about 5 days, and it's a quaint little town. And I stayed at a really cool, it's all about bikes and art there. So I stayed at a really cool hotel called the 21C, rented a bike, and just spent the next 4 days riding all over Tarnation. It was great.
So I imagine that there are different trails, different skill levels. It sounds like, I guess, if it's becoming known in the biking community, it is a place, if you're a serious cyclist, you can get up there, but it's for everybody?
Yeah, that's what's really cool about it. It's like you don't have to be a professional cyclist to enjoy it. It's kind of like if you go to a ski resort and the runs are all rated black for expert, blue for intermediate, or green for beginner. So you can take whichever trail is appropriate for your skill level. And even some of the trails have options. So you can, if you're a really good cyclist, you can go over the jump. But if you don't want to do that, you can do the easy way down. And it's everything from a paved greenway, like, you know, a sidewalk almost, to just super aggressive jumps and berms and flowy trails that you can really get. There's even platforms where you can jump off like 20-foot ledges. I did not do that. I stuck to the slightly easier stuff, but I had a lot of fun. And there's also lots, the town has a lot of coffee shops and really nice restaurants. So I think it's a great destination for anyone who's into cycling.
And that's really cool. Like I said, some of the other things beyond cycling that it has to offer, and that's a destination that's really not all that far away at all from where we are.
No, I hopped a flight. I went through Dallas to get there, but you can take a flight directly into the airport just outside of Bentonville, and then stay in town. You don't even need to rent a car, which is what I thought was so great. If you catch a Uber into Bentonville, pick up a rental bike, there's something like 12 rental bikes and bike shops in that area. Then you can get everywhere that you need to go on your bike: restaurants, coffee shops, and all the trails. And there's even one, it's called the Kohler Bike Preserve, and it has something like 300 acres, and it has bike trails throughout. And there's a coffee shop in the center of that you can only get to by trail. So it's like the on-mountain dining option at a ski resort. You can only get to this coffee shop if you ride your bike or hike in. So that's super cool. I
would fight through a lot to get certainly my first cup of coffee for the day. Maybe I've already had some, my motivation would be less, but I'd do anything to get to the first cup of coffee if that's the only place to get it.
Exactly.
And I guess it'd be a nice trip right now, but I would imagine that little corner of Arkansas, that becomes an even nicer trip as we head into the fall months.
Oh my gosh, when the leaves are turning, that is a beautiful place to be. That's a beautiful corner of Arkansas. There's a lot of trees whose leaves change color.
Very cool.
And it's not as hot then.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely look for that over these next few months as things warm up. I guess we can find out more about that on Austin Travels. What else is going on?
Yes, we've got a new issue coming up on August 1st, so look for that in a couple of weeks. It's austintravels.com, and we're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Wonderful. Pam LeBlanc, we appreciate it. As always, good to talk with you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.